Saunders, the head coach here of the Minnesota Timberwolves, got a fun young ball club to take a look at. Let's take a look at our Montgomery Ward starting lineup for Phil Jackson. 503 career wins. He's got Harper and Jordan, Kukoc, Rodman, and Luke Longley gets the start against his old ball club at center. Flip Saunders will have Marbury and Carr. Gugliotta, Garnett, and Cherokee Parks gets the start at center, although you'll see a lot of Stanley Roberts as well. Flip Saunders talked a little bit about his ball club, and he said, we're like the stock market. We're up and down. We've got a way to find a way to stay up. That's one of the big concerns he's got, John, and that's what Eric Collins was talking about. You know, they get these starting lineups and they get all the hooping and hollering and all that going on. And a lot of times you have to be able to take that in stride and stay within yourself when you play the game. They're having a little trouble doing that here.
Well, if they're like the stock market, today is a good day for them.
That's a good point. Our officials for the ball game this evening: Ronnie Nunn, Ronnie Olesiak, and Leroy Richardson. Tony Kukoc. Dennis has had 2 great games. The smiley face is starting to fade out of his hair.
But not out of the end.
Yeah, good point. Play ball. On the year, Timberwolves better than the Bulls, 46 to 43%. Luke had the flu last night, said he feels a lot better today. MJ top of the circle with Garnett on him. 6 on the shot clock. Michael goes by him off the glass, puts it in.
Michael saw that mismatch right away, was not going to shoot outside, tried to take it to the right and in. Gets a nice roll off the rim and in.
Carr rolls through to post up, pitch it out to Garnett. Now, he's not a great outside shooter, but he's not bad from out there. Tipped away by Dennis Rodman, and Ron Harper pushes it up the floor. Down low for MJ with Carr on him. Michael with a fadeaway off.
Steal by Harp.
Gugliotta right there. 2-0 Bulls as Stephon Marbury gets his first chance. A no-look pass into the big fella, and Kevin Garnett puts it in. Luke watches the cutters go through. Fadeaway jumper. Luke Longley puts it in. Sports Channel like to welcome our affiliate TCI Cable of Illinois and the viewers in Park Ridge.
They list Cherokee Parks at 6'11". Oh, nice move underneath. Kevin Garnett with the first 4 points. List Luke at 7'2" and Cherokee Parks at 6'11", but he looks like a small 6'11".
Yeah, he really does. He looks more like about 6'9" or so. Tony finds Luke, fakes the pass, takes the shot, and Luke hits again. One of the things they like to do is push the ball up the floor. They also like to half-court trap, something that could bother the Bulls. Chris Carr for 3. Back of the rim, and he gets his own rebound. Garnett goes inside.
Chris Carr gets a return pass, knocks it in, and it's 6-6.
MJ goes down to post up with Carr on him. Tony goes away. Michael spins and hits. Carr with the fadeaway. That's way off. This may be part of what they were talking about, John. That was a wild shot. Ball deflected. Gugliotta comes up with it, and Ron Harper will pick up the foul.
There's a move earlier made by Kevin Garnett down the lane, and Tony goes up and smokes it in. And that last foul was on Ron Harper.
And what you didn't see, he made a great fake on Tony right before that slam. Offensive foul on Cherokee Parks as he set the screen.
Offensive foul is called on the Timberwolves Cherokee Parks. First personal.
8-6 Bulls with the lead. MJ, top of the circle, finds Luke Longley. Going a little long, and Dennis Rodman pulls down the rebound. Out to Michael, wide open for three.
Oh, he's been stretching from there. He's not been shooting well at all. $186, but he'll take that three.
7 points for Michael now. Gugliotta baseline jumper, and he hits that. He wasn't quite squared up, and it didn't look like it was good form, but he just dropped that one home.
There's a guy that was traded around early in his career, but he's found a home here. He seems to be a steadying factor playing alongside of Kevin Garnett. Technical on Phil.
That's a hell of a call right there.
Phil applauds Leroy Richardson and tells him it was a good call.
Bill Cartwright.
I think it was on Phil Jackson, I think.
Bill Jackson. Now they're all.
There is no way, and I can guarantee you this, the way Bill talks, there is no way an official at half court could hear Bill Cartwright. It is not possible. Gugliotta makes that. Hey, on Tuesday, January 13th, Bulls take on the Supersonics. It's Miller Genuine Draft T-shirt night. First 10,000 adults 21 and older entering the United Center receive a Bulls T-shirt. Compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. Tony gets it back to Michael. Shot clock at 4. Michael puts up a 3, and Luke with the offensive rebound comes inside and slams it.
Oh, Luke off to a good start. He and Mike with all the 13 points for the Bulls.
Night off seems to have agreed with Luke. Gugliotta, and they like to have that passer on top to reverse the basketball, a lot like what the Bulls do. Shot clock at 6 at 5. Back door, I think, goes off Marbury, out of bounds. Bulls ball. Yep. (13-9). Bulls with the lead. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 7:27 left in the first. Hold it. 22nd timeout. Bulls want to talk about it. 13-9. Bulls with the lead. Eric Collins, what's shaking?
Hey guys, something I noticed in shoot around earlier this morning, the Timberwolves were talking as if Kevin Garnett was going to get the bulk of the time trying to guard Michael Jordan. They didn't think that Chris Carr could quite do the job. Well, they changed things around. Chris Carr is guarding Michael, and Michael's off to a quick start. Got 7 points already. I'd be interested to see if Kevin Garnett doesn't switch over to Michael sometime soon. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't know that he's quick enough to be able to play him defensively. He's very quick. See what he's done the last 4 games. Prior to that, he was much better. Shooting the ball, especially, John.
He did. He played Michael at first play. Michael went right around him into the hoop. So we'll see what goes on here. The Bulls talking a little bit offensive strategy here with their 22nd timeout. So Chris Carr comes out of the huddle with Michael.
Bulls have to have someone throw it in bounds. Garnett is right on top of Tony.
He didn't give him much room, did he?
No. Harp finds Tony. Long deuce, right side. Tony Kukoc puts it in. Tony's first basket, and it's 15-9. Bulls with the lead.
Last couple 3 games, Tony's shooting only 386, a long 3 by Marbury.
He'll get it right back off the pass from Kevin Garnett. Great defense by Harp. Knocked it away. Marbury. On top, and Harp will have an easy one if he wants it.
I'll tell you, what work Harper did, he got rewarded with the steal.
And now 22nd timeout by the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6:44 left in the first. The Bulls lead at 17-9. And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout right now. 6:44 left in the first. The Bulls with the lead.
Well, Also, we talk about draft choices. Stanley Roberts came in. He played with Shaquille O'Neal and
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf,
who was at that time Chris
Jackson. Harp lost it. Dennis got it. Gives it over to Tony. Takes the three. Makes the move. Off the glass. Way too hard. That was so hard Dennis couldn't even get it. Garnett makes the move. Got it, and he's fouled by Luke Longworth.
Boy, nice ball handling by the 6'11" kid out of Chicago. Got the ball, went in, nicely done. Here he comes. He's got Luke running back. And he just gives him a little shake and bake. Luke gives him a little forearm.
Scott Burrell up off the Bulls bench. We'll check in.
Been getting a call early, hasn't he, Tom? Started last night when Luke was out. Tony is going to sit down for a little bit. It's a team you don't really want to put to the line either. Very good free throw shooter.
Bulls spread it out a little bit.
Doug West in the lineup.
Burrell hit a couple threes. Now that's a long two, but Scott Burrell with a jump shot. Johnny, he had a tough start and now seems to be a little bit more in rhythm offensively.
Yeah, yesterday his first two shots, he had threes in the first quarter. Ended up with 8 points, which is his season high. Now Burrell's got his hands full. He's down low on Garnett.
Garnett kicks it out to Doug West.
Doug West has really had a hard time. Really's been struggling as of late. Had some great years, and seems like every time we come here, he's the match against Michael.
Yep. Bulls lead it by 5. There it is. 3 minutes left in the first. Bulls wanted to go inside to Luke. Dennis cuts off. MJ top of the circle three. Nope. Rebound tapped out. Scott Burrell gets it out, and the Bulls will reset now. Luke really wants it now. Has it down low. Stanley comes through.
Oh,
pass to Harp.
Oh, nice job. Harp showing some real spring in those veteran legs.
25-18 now. Bulls with the lead. Garnett off the screen, and Scott Burrell pulls down the rebound. Good block out by Scott. Trying to force it a little bit. And we got a timeout. 2:13 left in the first. The Bulls lead Minnesota 25-18.
Well, I don't understand this, Tom. They've got 8 assists on 8 baskets, and they've got a couple of them.
Garnett made a couple nice moves to get.
Yeah, but they got a couple of them off offensive rebound.
MJ trying to lose the double team. Gets it inside to Luke. Scott Burrell in the lane, hits the jumper. 27-18 now. Bulls with the lead. 2 minutes left here in the first. Luke called for the elbow. He and Stanley Roberts have been doing some wrestling. Now Joe Klein will come in.
Joe Taco.
That's right. Taco Joe. That's right.
Taco Joe. Last night he stood at the free throw line. He needed a free throw. He made both of them very calmly. He says, I knew we'd get tacos for all the 22,000 there last night.
There's 2 big points. Had the rebound. They had lunch together today. A bunch of the guys who were waiting for Joe to buy since they had Mexican food. Marbury goes on top for Gugliotta. Into the corner. Doug West with a baseline jumper. First points for him. Minute and a half left in the first. MJ with a ball fake that I've never seen before.
Whoa, where'd he go? Dennis with the rebound. Out to Mike.
MJ thought about the shot. Drives the baseline, spins underneath. Short, but a foul call.
Kevin Garnett, I think, is going to come up with it. Made a spin move going on underneath. Take a look at this move.
Kevin Garnett, his first team foul.
Michael's going to go baseline here, come around. He misses the shot. Dennis gets it, throws it back out to him, and in. Michael takes it on in. What a move, though, to lead West.
MJ hits both of those. Marbury down to the baseline. West with the runner. Nope. Dennis Rodman with a rebound. Has 4 now. Out to Michael. Into the corner. Harp for 3. Back of the rim. No good. Marbury puts it up. Yep. And he's fouled.
Marbury, determined look on his face. He gets his first basket going to the hoop. We just talked about him having 8 assists, and Dennis definitely got the rebound on Michael's miss. Threw it back out, and Michael went into the lane, and Dennis doesn't get a rebound on that play.
I guess because the ball got tipped away or something, John. I'm not quite sure.
He took it and threw it to Michael.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
MJ finds Scott Burrell open for 3, very short. Joe Klein capped it. Kevin Garnett comes up with it. He wants to give it to a guard and finds Marbury. See if they try and go 2 for 1. A little late now. Gugliotta goes baseline for Garnett. 9 points, 3 rebounds for Kevin Garnett. Bulls with what should be the last possession of the first quarter. Lead it by 4. Here comes the double team. Harp, baseline Joe Klein. Pretty good shooter from there. Missed that.
Burrell was the guy that should have taken a shot from the 3.
We've played 1 period here at the Target Center. The Bulls lead Minnesota 29-25. Bulls made 13. Minnesota made 11 rebounds. Timberwolves a little better than the Bulls, 12-8. And as Johnny was talking about, they have 10 assists on 11 baskets. Last 2 Bulls games. Monday against the Mavericks, the assist leader, Dennis Rodman. Rebound leader, Dennis Rodman. Saturday against the Hawks, Dennis had 5 assists. He was still the leader. And 29 rebounds, John. Somehow he was the leader in rebounds with 29. I think he squeaked by. Michael had 7, I think. Marbury. Goes right back to Mitchell, who's checked into the ball game. Sam Mitchell. Marbury inside. Had it partially blocked, I think, by Harp. I think he just got a piece of that. Rodman on top for MJ, finds Joe Klein. Right back Michael. Quick jumper. MJ, nope. And Stanley Roberts with a rebound. Now this is what Minnesota likes to do. Get that rebound and push it up the floor. Bulls get back very quickly though defensively. Mitchell, fadeaway jumper. And a foul called.
Foul called on the Bulls. Ron Harper, that's his second personal first. Sam Mitchell at the line.
Some question about who the foul is on now. The
Ron Harper.
PA announcer said Ron Harper.
Yeah.
No, Dennis Rodman. Foul's going to be on Dennis. And Dennis says, I was nowhere near the play. Eric Collins, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, everyone thinks of the Minnesota Timberwolves as a young team, but one of the reasons why they're starting to play a little bit better basketball is because of the veteran contribution. Guys like Sam Mitchell, who's on the line right now, Doug West, have been performing real well. Tom Hammonds is coming off the bench, and they seem to settle this team down. That's what they need sometimes, just take a step back and slow things down, and then they can play better basketball. Guys?
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Would not argue with you.
84% free throw shooter. It's a team, again, you don't want them to be on the line.
Nice job. 6 rebounds on the stat sheet for Dennis Rodman now as Ron Harper goes underneath. But not bad a foul called as he goes to the basket.
Stanley complaining about that, but usually when there's a collision between a big man like that little guy, Harp says, you put me down. Look at Harp slashing and cutting. Here he goes in, holds it up. Whoa.
Harp takes his time. First one is good. On Saturday, January 10th, Bulls take on the Golden State Warriors. It's Wheaties Watch Night. First 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Bulls watch. Compliments of Wheaties. Harp with 8 points. Luke Longley with 8. Michael with 9. West. Crossover dribble. Baseline. Marbury jumper. Short. Ron Harper with a rebound. Doug West with a great job of talking as he came back on defense, John. You could hear him all the way over here. I got ball. Harp.
Oh, Burrell had a mismatch right there. There's your shot.
Tony for 3. Way off, but Scott Burrell with the offensive rebound. So the Bulls will reset now.
It's got Stanley in the corner. Burrell.
Scott Burrell with a fadeaway jumper. Short. Tony Kukoc with the rebound. Harp kicks it into the corner. Burrell along 2. Short. And Kevin Garnett gets the rebound.
Well, our Bulls couldn't do what they did earlier, right?
That's right.
Get that 4 or 5 rebounds and make the basket.
Garnett, quick pass inside. Stanley Roberts right to Tony Kukoc. Tony fakes the shot. Good decision. Inside. Harp. Great pass. And Scott Burrell will go to the line. That was a tremendous pass.
Ronnie Harper doing a lot of things out there. This time he's down in the post, and as he draws double coverage, watch this. Here comes Sam Mitchell over, a no-look pass to Burrell. And
right where you want it.
A couple guys go get him.
Burrell already over that average. Steve Kerr comes in. Ron Harper comes out. Gugliotta comes in. Garnett checks out. Stanley Roberts comes out. Tom Hammonds comes in. Michael Williams comes in.
Michael Williams, we haven't seen him for a while.
Long while.
Having injuries. He played well when he was at Indiana. Played well here. Getting himself back in shape.
Jason Caffey comes in for the Bulls for Joe Klein. There's Jason. (33-26) Bulls with the lead.
Had a chance to meet Scott Burrell's folks. They were up for the holidays from Connecticut.
Gugliotta wants to make the move.
Illegal.
Illegal defense. First violation.
This team played well the other day. On the 28th, they were in Detroit. They're down by 10 in the last quarter, and Detroit struggling, but they came right back.
Johnny, how about at home the other night, what they did in the fourth quarter to New Jersey? They scored 46 points in the fourth quarter. No shot. There's Steve Kerr just in the game. Burrell picked up the second. Johnny, you don't hear, there are a lot of teams that don't get 46 and a half. They got 46 in the fourth quarter. Mitchell, baseline fadeaway jumper, bounces short, rebound loose. Steve Kerr comes up with it. Bulls looking for their first field goal of the quarter. They're 0 for 4. Jason kicks it out to Tony. Good ball movement. Good crisp passing. Dennis tried to get it up, and Mitchell will be called for the foul. Dennis has got the holding call from the official.
Dennis knows all the signals, but hard work. Here they are dancing a little bit, and they go up, and Sam Mitchell gets called for the foul. Dennis says, that's right.
33-26 Bulls with the lead. Steve Kerr with the leaner. A little strong. Steve thought he might have got fouled. So did Phil Jackson. Gugliotta top of the circle. (33-28) Bulls with the lead now. Gugliotta with 7 points. Steve Kerr goes inside. Jason with the jump hook. Nope. Dennis keeps it alive. Brings it out. On top, fresh 24 for the Bulls. Scott Burrell for 3. Back of the rim. Bulls really struggling from the field here. Hammond with the fadeaway jumper. Got it, and he's fouled by Jason Caffey.
Tom Hammonds posting up, wanting the ball down low. He got it. He works hard against Jason Caffey. And then he takes the fadeaway, gets hit in the back. Now watch Jason with the arm here. Now when he starts to take the foul, Hammonds knocks it down.
Well, it's down to a 2-point ball game now as the Bulls are really trying to
Well, the Bulls
pull one in.
are not running, Tom, at all. They're in the half court and they're not making their shots. They're forced to shoot the long distance jobs and they're just not there.
Bulls 0 for 8 here in the second quarter. Caffey breaks that spell finally.
That's first basket for the Bulls in this quarter.
Gugliotta sets the screen. Williams gives it back to him. Mitchell baseline jumper. Way off. And Doug West
yeah,
with the rebound, but he got pushed. Yep.
Fourth team foul, the second on Doug West.
Minnesota didn't like it. It was a very late whistle. We've talked about that before. Burrell. On top for Steve Kerr around the screen. 7 on the shot clock as Jason has it. Gives it back to Tony with the fake. Shot clock at 2 and 1 in for the slam.
Nice job. Tony with a nice look underneath and Burrell with 8 points. And again, he got his season high.
Steve Kerr with a great steal.
Dunk it, Steve. Dunk it.
He can't.
Had his chance. Bill Wennington laughing with Harp. Nice job by Steve. Good defense.
All of a sudden, John, this team has done pretty well. They've opened up an 8-point lead with 6.5 to go, giving Michael a nice rest. Hammonds double team. Williams had it knocked away, and Jason Caffey thought he got all ball. We got a timeout. 6:23 left in the first half. The Bulls lead at 39-31. Bulls have won every game in this series. That day they won 90-80 as Scotty slammed that one down. Hey, Bulls fans, the NBA's hottest youth competition's back again. Chicago Bulls NBA 2-ball brought to you by Dominic's, a 2-person basketball skills competition for kids age 9 to 17. For more information, call your local Park District of the Bulls at 312-455-4000.
Well, this guy had a string, I think, at one time at about 60 in a row. He knows where that ball goes when he gets to the free throw line.
Luke Longley comes back in. Michael Jordan in for the Bulls, who lead at 39-33.
Tom Hammond's got Luke down low if they can get it into him.
Shot clock at 6. Michael, top of the circle jumper
and there
hit.
it is. Double figures for Mike. 11 points, Tom.
And
he
John,
just passed.
Yep. He just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time consecutive double-figure points games.
It didn't happen in Philly.
Good point. Mitch Hammonds off the glass. Nope. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Will belong to the Timberwolves. Here's what we're talking about. Michael Jordan, 788th consecutive game scoring 10 or more points, which is an NBA record. He has just established it. West inside, off balance, put it in. Our congratulations go to Michael among his many accomplishments. This is be hard to beat, and we got a timeout call. 5:30 left in the first half. The Bulls lead at 41-35.
Basketball time, and Johnny, take it away.
And the applause that you hear, they have just made the announcement for Michael. Who's got it again in the wing. Fakes the shot. He'll take it from the left side and hits again. And Michael talking to Doug West, and Doug's talking right back to MJ. Mitchell takes the shot, now comes inside, puts it up in, got it, and he's fouled.
Got to make him take the outside shot from there. You're in foul trouble now. You got 4 fouls, and you let the guy drive. His strength is to the right hand, comes to the middle, and it's just a fake. It's just a fake of the shot. Tony buys it, and he comes right down the middle and knocks it down. Boy.
John, and teams continue to isolate on Tony.
Well, I would make them the greatest outside shooters in the game.
Right.
Wouldn't you think?
To start, you've got to prove to me that you can hit the outside shot, not only every night, but tonight as well. MJ steps out on the floor, starts to back in against West. Fades, fires, and hits again.
Fans, they're funny how they sense something happen, and Michael makes 3 in a row, and Gugliotta with a shot out of the corner.
Steve Kerr
the sweeper.
Inside. Tony finds Luke. Inside, Jason Caffey with the jumper. Short. Tony Kukoc with the rebound. Steve for 3.
All right, now they make him pay off the offensive rebound, and they need a timeout, Tom.
Timeout, Minnesota. 4:21 left in the first half, and the Bulls lead it by 10.
Well, the Bulls with a 10-point lead. The second chance points are 12-4 Chicago. Here's a shot missed by Jason Caffey, but Tony down in your lower right hand comes up with the rebound. He's going to fire it out, and look who's standing all alone. Oh, yeah, the 3-point champion from last year. Steve knocks it down to 3. 7 points for Steve Kerr. And now a guy we haven't seen for a while, Terry Porter.
He comes in as Doug West will leave. Kevin Garnett back in as well. Gugliotta rolls through.
University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, and many, many good years. I remember the finals. He had a very good game with Portland.
Garnett, long distance jumper. Caffey lost it and got it back. Good move. Find that guard. Bulls ready to go to the half 100 as Garnett just erased that.
And he just makes a big face. That should be a taunting thing, but they don't. Hey, Luke.
Hammonds with the rebound. Phil Jackson wanted goaltending in that play.
That was quite a block.
Marbury. Terry Porter with 10 on the shot clock. Goes baseline. Hammonds gives it back. Porter for 3. Rebound tap. Tony lost it. Garnett, no look to Gugliotta, who lays it in.
Well, they do some good work on the boards that time herself. Gugliotta pays it off.
48-40 Bulls with the lead. 3 minutes left in the first half. Dennis Rodman gets back up. Steve Kerr for 3. Steve's got 2 in a row.
8 points for Steve on back-to-back threes, and all he needed was that little screen by Tony. Uh-oh. Score it.
And they'll give him the basket. And Phil can't believe it.
Oh, how can they score it?
Oh, I would have to see that again, John, but that seems...
Well, Marbury out. Oh, here's the little screen by Steve. He gets it from Tony.
Michael is really hollering at the official about this call. Ron Harper comes in. Steve Kerr will leave.
I haven't seen Randy Brown in this game tonight.
Marbury hits that, so a 3-point play. 51-43. Bulls with the lead. Harp goes through. MJ goes down to post up. Bulls with a reverse. Tony for three. Goes in. Tony Kukoc with three.
3 threes in a row here now by the Bulls. Tony's done great work passing. He's got 6 assists in the game.
MJ almost got the steal. Porter, jumper from the left wing. Terry Porter makes it 54-45. Bulls with the lead. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first half. Michael wants it. Now steps out. Dennis goes through. Back to Michael. They leave Dennis alone. His pass over to Tony. Open three on the way. Nope. And Dennis got cleared out. Tried to get it back and did. Pass inside. Hart puts it up short. Tony Kukoc with a rebound. Had it taken away by Marbury. Marbury comes up, spins behind the back pass.
No
goes
three.
To Terry Porter.
Don't get a 3 off that play.
Porter rolls through, finds Hammonds who lays it in.
Nice job. Nice job of getting the ball down low.
54-47 Bulls with the lead now. Michael's got 15. MJ starts to back in. Fadeaway jumper. Free throw line. Nope. Rebound tapped loose. Tony goes down for it. And he's tied up with Tom Hammonds. It'll be a jump ball.
Tony on the outside can't get the handle on it, and he's going to end up with a jump ball. Let's see what happens here. Don't come off the fast break. He's got Kevin Garnett jump. No. Got Tom Hammonds.
Yep.
Hammonds a jumper.
All the shuffling going on. Gugliotta gets it up the floor. By Harp. What a huge play by Ron Harper.
That's the one I was worried about, that fast break. You get off a jump ball underneath.
Under a minute left in the first half. Tony pops out, takes the jump shot. 10 on the shot clock. MJ with Porter right there.
Here they come, all kinds of help.
MJ hits it anyway on the baseline. 17 for Michael now. 56-47, Bulls with the lead. Porter. Baseline jumper, short. Rebound. Gugliotta came over the back to pull that one down. Good strong rebound by Gugliotta. Shot clock at 15 now. Garnett finds Terry Porter for three. Very short. Garnett with a rebound. Spins inside, had it knocked away. And Tony Kukoc comes away with it. Bulls now with a chance for the last possession of the first half.
Gotta go, Harp.
Harp drives baseline. His shot got partially blocked. 2 seconds, 1 second. It's just short. We have played one half of basketball here at the Target Center in Minneapolis. And the Chicago Bulls, on the strength of 17 first half points by Michael Jordan, lead the Minnesota Timberwolves 56-47. We'll take a break. More Bulls basketball comes up on Sports Channel.
The internationally known Jesse White Temple team has been
Had so much time, and you look and there's nobody there, and you go, oh, I got to get closer. Tom couldn't get that to his feet, to his head.
Burrell with it on the right side. Goes down low. Luke turns and looks. On top, Dennis from 15 feet. Dennis Rodman hits.
Dennis with his first 2 points.
62-53, Bulls with the lead. Garnett to Cherokee Parks on the wing. Parks missed it. Here comes Burrell ahead for noted ball handler Luke Longley.
Yeah.
Luke tried to go behind his back and
What is that?
lost it. Marbury gives it off, and they turn it over.
Look at it.
Harper right there. Now Michael's coming back to the floor.
There's 3 guys.
Inside for Tony, who lays it up and in. MJ has just made his way back, and timeout called by Minnesota. They'll take a timeout. 8:46 left in the third. The Bulls lead at 64-53.
Pageantry.
United Center. On Tuesday, January 6th, Bulls take on the Boston Celtics. It's Michael Jordan's Restaurant Chevrolet Dealers Trading Card Night. First 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Michael Jordan trading card, compliments of Michael Jordan's Restaurant and Chevrolet Dealers.
Jordan back in the game.
Now Stephon Marbury will get it started for them as again Michael back on the floor. Marbury looking down. Carr goes inside for Cherokee Parks. Nice fake. Parks in the lane, puts it up, back of the rim, no good. Michael comes away with a rebound. Luke posts up, gets it down low. Longley turns and looks back to Tony, comes off the screen with Garnett right there. And Gugliotta with a rebound, gets it down the floor for Kevin Garnett. And they decide to slow it down. It's a pretty good decision by Garnett.
You don't find a young man like that making that good decision on a break. You figure he can take anybody, and there he's ready. I told you he's going to shoot it next time he touched it. He was in traffic the last time, but that time he turned around and had the wide open shot.
Kukoc finds Harper. MJ pops out, top of the circle jumper. Michael tapped out by Garnett, will belong to the Bulls. Now remember, Michael did not get any shooting at all. And then, you know, somebody says, well, he takes a lot of shots, but John, you got to get your rhythm back when you've had that halftime break. It can take a couple shots to get going again. Pass deflected. Marbury comes up with it. Marbury stutter step, makes the move inside and puts it in. Stephon Marbury with the basket. He's got 10 points now. 64-57. Luke back to Tony for a long 2. Dennis tried to come over the back. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulls. Scott Burrell up off the Bulls bench. Let's see if he comes in for Tony. Yep. Scott Burrell looks down low, finds Luke Longley. Luke comes in. Jump hook by Luke, just would not stay down, and a foul call. Dennis Rodman will be called for over the back. It's 64-57, Bulls with the lead. Just under 7 minutes left here in the third period. Marbury goes down to the corner for Gugliotta. Gugliotta backs in, comes underneath with a jumper and hits.
He's got a great touch. He really has a nice touch, Gugliotta. So they open up here now with 12 points, and it's a 5-point lead for the Bulls.
MJ with Carr on him. Fadeaway
What was
jumper.
that?
Luke with a rebound, gets it back to Harp, and the Bulls will reset. Down low for Luke with Parks on him. Michael from the free throw line got Carr in the air, and a foul called. Garnett got the block, but John, it was well after the foul.
Right. Michael with the fake here. Carr goes up to block it. Here comes Garnett over to make sure he doesn't get that shot up.
And after that free throw, it's a good time for our Budweiser profile. Michael Jordan, 788 consecutive games, scoring 10 or more points, an NBA record. He had just broken the mark set by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of 787 that he tied last night. (66-59), halfway through the third period, Bulls with the lead. Marbury gives it back to Gugliotta. Parks trying to post up down low. Gugliotta into the corner. Chris Carr for three. And MJ with a rebound. Second rebound for Michael to go with 19 points. Michael. Back to Harp into the corner for MJ with Garnett on him. Michael fakes a couple times. Spins. Comes underneath. Had it blocked by Garnett. But the Bulls get the loose ball. Shot clock about to go off. MJ didn't get it off in time. Shot clock went off, and it'll belong to the Timberwolves.
Good job by Garnett on Michael Jordan that time.
He's a very good player right now, and Kevin Garnett has a chance to be a great player. Now Chris Carr comes through a screen and really shouldered Michael hard. And
double
Dennis
foul
called inside.
No offensive foul on Carr, I think.
He came through that screen and really belted MJ. He gets the offensive foul call. Chris Carr picks up his fourth personal foul.
We're not looking exactly in sync down here on offense, but I think this team's playing pretty good defense against them right now.
Luke, quick pass inside for Dennis, 10 on the shot clock. Harp goes through. Luke, free throw line, fadeaway jumper. Luke Longley hits again. 14 for Luke to go with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. 68-59. Timberwolves had a little run going, but the Bulls have answered that pretty well. Parks, fadeaway jumper, and a foul called on Luke Longley.
Luke, the one guy on the floor you don't have to worry about, even though he's shooting like over 50%. Taking 3 shots and missed them badly, and now he'll go to the free throw line.
So Cherokee Parks will go to the free throw line. 7 points. Not a great free throw shooter. Eric Collins is standing by. Eric, can you help us solve the mystery?
Yeah, well, the Bulls training staff confirmed what we kind of thought. Michael was just getting a little bit more treatment on his back and kind of lost track of time. But what we didn't notice and what we just know now is Randy Brown isn't on the Bulls bench. He's coming down with flu-like symptoms. May have got it from Luke Longley. He's not going to be back in the second half.
Well, it has traveled. I know that all through my family, Tom, and a lot of people that I visited and talked with over the holidays. I hope Randy feels better. I know when we got in the hotel, he was looking for a hamburger. He was really hungry.
That's right, he was. MJ makes the move, gets bumped back to Luke from 17. Luke too long.
Dennis
didn't hit the.
Oh, Dennis said, I didn't know if we had time for if he gets another 24 seconds or not. So Dennis with 4 points in, or now he's in double figures with rebounds again.
Marbury gets it back to Gugliotta. Long jumper. Tom Gugliotta hits.
Well, I just like his form. He's the kind of guy, if you're given a clinic, Tommy, you can take him and do all the shots. Post-ups, the long-distance shots.
And Johnny does a lot of things well as MJ comes through, puts it up. Garnett with a rebound, gets it out to Marbury. He pushes it up the floor. Marbury comes down, puts it up, and got it, and he's fouled by Ron Harper.
Michael thought he got fouled on the other end. He comes down here. Marbury does a great job of pushing the ball up. Here he comes down against Burrell, turns the corner, goes up, draws the body, knocks it in.
70-65 now. Bulls with the lead. Quick pass to Luke. Gets it back to MJ. Burrell finds Michael. Luke Longley trying to post up, and Cherokee Parks will get the pushing foul. That's his third, and the third team foul. On Saturday, January 10th, Bulls take on the Golden State Warriors. It's Wheaties Watch Night. First 10,000 fans in the United Center receive a Bulls watch. Compliments of Wheaties, and we got a timeout on the floor. 3:11 left in the third. The Bulls lead it by 5.
Luke down on the floor.
MJ with it in the corner. Makes the move. Tried to get West into the air. Gives it back.
Bulls look really befuddled almost on defense.
I think part of that is due to Minnesota's defense, but the Bulls just not moving it very well. And a foul called as Doug West comes over the back.
It's their fourth team foul. Doug West picks up his third.
Tony looks down low, finds Luke. Longley spins with a rolling whoop just off, and Kevin Garnett with another rebound. 9 rebounds now to go with 17 points for Kevin Garnett.
Going to post Dennis up. Let's see, a long distance three. Yeah, it's there.
Stephon Marbury for the 3. He's got 14 points now.
They've never had the lead.
Quick pass inside. Harp trying to post up, an illegal defense. Yep, illegal defense called.
It's only the first illegal D on them.
Kukoc goes back on top for Harp. Michael with it on the wing. On the dribble.
Oh, nice
away by Kevin Garnett. That was pretty.
Let's it take Tony here. Too easy that time, and they tie the score up.
The last tie was at 6-all. Michael drives baseline, comes underneath, and he got fouled going to the basket. The Timberwolves in the midst of a 10-0 run, John.
Yeah, watch this. Garnett comes out on Michael. He gives it a little tap, those long arms, picks it up. And he had a block shot at him earlier, so he does a good job. And now here, Marbury comes over. Now, Tony, watch this. Oh, boy. Nobody there. Luke took a little swing at it, but
MJ hits the first. He'll get one more.
Bulls had logged big minutes last night against the Mavericks. 41 minutes for Michael, 41 for Dennis Rodman. You wonder if it's going to show against this younger team.
Marbury wants to go one-on-one, does, missed it, and Luke Longley with the rebound. Looks for a guard, finally finds Michael. 71-70, Bulls with the lead. Tom Hammond's guarding MJ, and MJ lost it. Luke comes up with it, lost it. Garnett pushes it ahead for Hammonds, runs over Ron Harper, and an offensive foul called on Tom Hammond.
Beautifully done by Harp. He knew he was outside the dotted line, and Hammonds comes right over the top. Harp and Scotty are probably the best in the league at sensing where they can come out. So Harp will sit down and leave, and Steve Kerr comes in for him.
Tony with the top of the circle.
Remember, there's time creeping off that clock.
Shot clock at 6 and 5. MJ top of the circle with the fake.
Does he
Shot
know?
clock at 2 and 1. MJ with a left hand. And shot clock violation. Yep. They love it here at the Target Center.
44 seconds on the clock. They got a chance to take the lead. It would be the first time in this game the Bulls came in with a 9-point lead at the quarter. Kevin Garnett and Stephon Marbury, the two premier players for this young ball club, have been the heroes here so far.
That is Kevin McHale. Kevin, look up. Thanks.
Kevin played here in Minnesota. Played with the Celtics for many years. Hall of Fame material.
Here we go.
University of Minnesota, right?
University of.
There's the violation.
But it didn't hit the rim, even in that close.
Marbury with the crossover dribble comes inside, had it blocked, and a foul call.
Well, he just taking it to the hoop now, having his way with the Bulls.
.3 seconds left in the third, and now these two free throws could give the Timberwolves their first lead. Marbury just 6 of 14 from the field, but 6 assists. Missed the first, he'll get one more.
You think the Bulls would go a little 2-for-1 here?
Missed them both. Stanley Roberts tipped it away, and then it goes off of Doug West. It'll be Bulls ball.
The ball bounced and went behind Dennis. He couldn't get it. And then Steve Kerr reaches in, knocks it off their knees. So the Bulls will probably go for one here now.
MJ and Kevin Garnett called for the foul as Michael went by him.
And that's their 5th foul, so he'll be shooting.
Just his second, and MJ will go to the free throw line. Michael 5 of 6 from there, 20 points. 2 rebounds so far for MJ.
Michael misses his second.
It's one of your favorites, John.
That's not Robin Ventura. That's Jesse the Body Ventura, right? Big wrestler waving a balloon. Come on.
72-70, Bulls with the lead. Probably the last possession here in the third period.
It'll be spread. Marbury will go. Tony's coming out.
Marbury finds Garnett. Baseline. Hammonds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Terrible shot. And we play 3 periods here at the Target Center. The Chicago Bulls lead the Minnesota Timberwolves 72-70.
Early New Year's Eve party. They seem to feel it here. The Bulls have a 2-point lead and only scored 17 in that quarter.
Trailing after 3 periods, 4 and 10 Minnesota.
See what our legs are like in this quarter, Tom.
Tony with it on the right side. Steve Kerr inside for Dennis. Rodman looks for the open man. It's Tony on top MJ. Good ball movement by the Bulls. Fadeaway jumper. And Stanley Roberts with a rebound. And the Timberwolves can tie on this possession. Marbury going right to the basket, lays it in.
I mean, this day and age, you're playing against Miami and New York, and he's crawling off the floor right now. You can't let a guy go straight down without getting a hand to him.
Marbury's got 9 consecutive points for the Timberwolves. Steve Kerr finds Tony Kukoc. Shot clock at 8 at 7. Down low for Luke. Steve Kerr, 4-3, short.
Gotta get it in Marbury's hand. He's got it.
Gugliotta finds Hammonds. Could be a spot where the Bulls would like to have Randy Brown, but we heard Randy got the flu. Stanley Roberts gets the slam.
Wow, what a way to go take the lead. Stanley Roberts' first basket, and he hammers it.
Bulls trying to get an illegal defense call. Luke down low. Looks for the open man. It's MJ, and Doug West will pick up the foul. A holding foul will be called. And Phil now hollering about an illegal defense.
Yeah, it's the first time in a long time we've seen the official tell a guy get out there.
Yeah.
There's Stanley Roberts. Ooh.
Luke had it knocked away. It's loose. Gugliotta gets it. And Marbury just threw a block on Steve Kerr, and Phil wants a timeout. Timeout, Bulls. 10 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game, and the Timberwolves lead it by 4. Take on the Milwaukee Bucks. It's United States Postal Service Priority Mail Hat Night. First 10,000 fans in the United Center will receive a Bulls hat. Compliments of United States Postal Service Priority Mail. Ron Harper, Bill Wennington, Tony Kukoc, Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman on the floor for the Bulls. Holding foul on Doug West, I think. Yep, Doug West called for the hold. That's his 5th, so Terry Porter will come back in now.
Well, the Bulls have won 8 in a row, Tom, and playing pretty good basketball. This young club has won 3 in a row, 6 and 4 in their last 10. The Bulls have beaten them 16 times.
They were really excited, John, about a win they got in Seattle. They came from behind and played very well in the 4th quarter to get the win, and they felt like that one was a big message game. Bill Wennington with the jumper comes in off the bench and gets a shot. It's back to a 2-point ball game, 76-74. Marbury baseline is way short, and Dennis Rodman gets it out to Ron Harper. And Harp, 1-on-4, will slow it down. Rodman finds Michael on the wing. MJ with fake shot, and Tom Hammonds will be called for the hand check.
This is a game that they sure wish they had number 33 with them, don't they?
Oh.
Could have. Michael's played 30-some minutes. Dennis 30-some minutes. 41 last night for both of these guys. Looks like they'll be in for the next 10 minutes.
Bill Wennington with the long jumper came up just short. Stanley Roberts with the rebound. High arcing pass. Finds Marbury. Marbury goes by and got fouled going to the basket.
Little delay, a little shake and bake. He sees the big guy, puts that shoulder down, goes into him. He missed 3 in a row now, Marbury. The Marbury man.
That was close. 4 in a row, and Tony Kukoc with the rebound. 4 big free throws, because now the Bulls with a chance to tie again. Terry Porter on Michael Jordan. Tom Gugliotta on Tony. A quick 3 for Tony that's short. Terry Porter pushes it up the floor. Roberts with Wennington on him. Finds Marbury. Ron Harper's been great defensively tonight, but Marbury a tough guy to guard. Hammonds into the corner. Tom Gugliotta baseline 2 is short, and Michael Jordan in high for the rebound. Bulls with a chance to tie on this possession. Harp top of the circle jumper on the way for the tie, in and out. Stanley Roberts with a rebound.
Bulls finding the points very tough to come by.
Kevin Garnett will check back in for Minnesota here in his next dead ball. Hammonds backs in against Michael. Fakes twice. Jumper good. Tom Hammonds with a bucket, and Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 8 minutes exactly remain, and the Timberwolves lead the Bulls by 4. Center, and Stephon Marbury wants this crowd to get up and make some noise. He's been awfully good. Tom Gugliotta, Stephon Marbury, and Kevin Garnett. 64% of the scoring tonight for this trio. Marbury, 5 of 8 in the second half, has 12 of his 16 points here in the third quarter and early in the fourth. Rodman finds Tony, shot pocket 4 and 3. MJ fadeaway baseline jumper, in and out. Phil Wennington pushed off. By halves, Minnesota has really turned it on in the second, and what makes it more dramatic is the fact that the Bulls are at just 26% in the second half. Yet it's a 4-point game.
7:35 to go. They've got a 4-point lead. They're 8-2 this quarter on the Bulls. The only basket is the Bill Wennington basket.
Gugliotta, top of the circle, jumper goes in.
Oh, they've got a good feeling. They're running their stuff, running it very crisp. Tom Gugliotta with 17 points. Bulls looking, scratching.
Bulls with 1 basket in the last 9 minutes now as Tony's baseline jumper is way short.
Everything is short for Tony tonight.
Scott Burrell back up off the bench. Tony just 3 of 13 from the field, and when his offense isn't working, it's very hard to leave him on the floor.
Most of it's long range.
Garnett short on Harper with the rebound. Bulls trail it by 6 with 6:45 remaining. Luke Longley, Scott Burrell, Steve Kerr ready to check in for the Bulls. MJ in the lane. Hangs back to Wennington, too long from 16. And Kevin Garnett with a rebound. It was a good shot. It just didn't fall for the Bulls. A 20-4 run now, the last 9 minutes. Marbury kicks into the corner. Gugliotta lays it in.
Beautifully done. Gugliotta with 6 points here. And they are running the champs in the ground. They're attacking the basket, Tom, going right to the hole every time.
MJ had it taken away by Terry Porter. Pushes it ahead, and Ron, check that Tony Kukoc called for the foul before the shot.
There's a steal by Porter. Goes around, and Tony just reaches out to grab him to slow him down. So Burrell and Kerr come in the lineup now, resting Michael Jordan and Bill Wennington to Tony Kukoc. Bulls looking for anything to give them a lift. They're down 8.
And an interesting lineup on the floor at this point in time. Porter with the fake, puts it up from 14.
Oh boy, they ain't missing anything now.
84-74, Minnesota with the lead.
This team won 3 in a row. They win a game up as they trail in Detroit. Looking good. Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr answers that slump. 84-76 now. Steve with 10 points. He's also got 3 rebounds. 84-76, Bulls trying to dig out of this hole.
Only 4 points for the Bulls.
Marbury very short. Luke Longley with a rebound. So the Bulls with a chance now to make some hay. Luke Longley, top of the circle. Scott Burrell wants to set up the offense. 9 in the shot clock. Long 3 by Steve Kerr. How about that? And timeout Minnesota. Steve Kerr with a 3-pointer from the left side brings it back to a 5-point game.
Take a look at Steve Kerr with a couple hoops here. He comes around a screen by Luke, knocks down a long 2, and then comes right back following it with a long 3 over Marbury. And it's a 5-point game now.
Chris Carr back in as Stephon Marbury gets a break. Porter looks down low for Gugliotta, who has a tough baseline jumper. Nope. Rebound tapped, and a foul called against Minnesota. See if that's on Terry Porter. He's the one complaining the most. He's usually the guy that's responsible, and he is.
4th team foul.
Scott Burrell comes out as Michael comes back in. MJ didn't get very long of a rest.
Nope.
Bulls passing the ball back and forth. MJ pops out with Garnett on him. Michael goes by Kevin Garnett and lays it in. MJ with a quick move.
7 points now, unanswered points by the Bulls.
23 for Michael. Garnett down low, double team, loose ball. Ron Harper comes up with it and a foul call. Garnett reached in to pick up the foul, and the Bulls will go to the line and shoot.
They doubled Garnett. Now, they have not done this the whole game, but the defense comes back in here to double him as he gets it down low. Watch this. There's Michael, and here comes Harper in. Harper steals the ball, and Garnett tries to reach, come back on it. So Harper to the free throw line. Cut this to a...
Could be one.
Yeah.
Coming right up to that season average. Tony Kukoc comes in. Eric Collins, what's shaking?
Hey, guys, interesting situation in the Timberwolves last huddle. Kevin Garnett was doing a heck of a lot of talking to Marbury, talking to Tom Gugliotta, and eventually Flip Saunders had to get his attention, said, come on now, let's do it this way. So it's kind of interesting. Kevin wanted it one thing, and Flip was saying, I'm still the boss.
So the Bulls come back with 9 straight points here. They were down by 10.
Carr with it on the wing. Gugliotta posts up with Longley on him. Tries to go by Luke, and it goes off a foot out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock, 4:15 remaining.
Now Steve just hit a couple baskets, and Tony comes back in to replace him now.
Hammond will go to the line as he's fouled.
Well, that's a tough out of bounds play. Guy just makes a move to the basket. They give him the ball going right in. Hammonds misses the slam. Watch this, wide open. He goes up, but he'll have to shoot 2 free throws now. Hammonds has 7 points in the game. Steve Kerr looks like he's going to come back in here, so it might be a little offensive, defensive thing.
Boy, they've been horrible from the free throw line.
That was really flat.
Steve Kerr does come in. Ron Harper leaves.
They missed their last 5 free throws, Tom. 4 by Marbury, and this one by Tom Hammonds. The Bulls have been able to quiet this crowd down a little bit.
85-83. The Bulls with a chance to tie now after the free throw misses. Or should I say splits the free throws.
Boy, Carr couldn't quite catch up to Michael.
MJ within the corner. Gugliotta wanted to come double team. MJ for the tie. Hits the baseline jumper. 25 for Michael, and we're tied again at 85.
Boy, the way they were playing, they got that 10-point lead. Didn't look like they were going to miss a basket. Now they're tightening up just a little bit.
Garnett in the lane. Missed that. Dennis Rodman with a rebound. An 11-1 Bulls run now, and the Bulls trying to take the lead. Michael fake the shot back to Steve Kerr. Long 3 again. Short that time for Steve. (85-85). Porter. Gugliotta. Fade away, and a foul will be called on Dennis Rodman. Dennis will pick up his 3rd personal. Marbury will come back. See who comes out. Chris Carr will check out.
Yeah, he could not find Michael last couple times down the floor. Michael started on the left side and went under off the screen, and Carr couldn't find him. And I think that Flip Saunders is a little worried about that. So he comes with some quicker players, and he comes with a veteran in Porter.
Stanley Roberts will check in as well. Gugliotta hits that. Tom Hammonds likely will check out. Yep, that's the case.
Gugliotta's got 20 points, and it's almost like I always tell you guys, all you need is 5 in each quarter.
That's right.
He got 20 points, and he spread everything out here very nicely. 21 and gives them a lead back.
3:15 remains as the Bulls trail by 2. MJ MJ with it with Porter on him. Michael, shake, bake, move. Got Porter right in his face. Michael couldn't get it. Stanley Roberts with a rebound. Marbury finds Gugliotta, who's had the hot hand.
Oh, boy.
And a loose ball foul called, I think, on Luke Longley. That'd be my guess.
Well, that'll put him to the free throw line and shooting that time. He just held his arm. I was wondering, Garnett was the only guy that went up in the air that time. So Luke picks up his fourth. Garnett will shoot. So the Bulls tied it up, and now with 2:50, they've got a chance to go away to go up by 4 points.
Fifth on Luke. Our next television game, we'll see if it's this exciting. Bulls will take on the much different Milwaukee Bucks. Bulls and the Bucks. Game room at 7. Tip-off 7:30 Friday night here on Sports Channel. Tony Kukoc came in, blocked off, and got the rebound. Timberwolves lead it by 3, 88-85, 2:45 left. Michael comes off the screen, goes back, comes back to the wing. Shot clock at 10 at 9. MJ backs in, finds Tony into the corner. Steve Kerr for 3. Nope. Luke Longley with a rebound. Terry Porter took it away. Porter bounces it ahead to Marbury, who laid it in. And Phil wants a timeout.
That should have been a caught rebound.
Timeout Bulls, 2:16 left, and the Timberwolves lead it 90-85.
Twas the night before Christmas when all
2 minutes left in the game. It's a 5-point lead. Kukoc back to Steve Kerr around the screen. Finds Luke. Good defense by the Timberwolves. Baseline jumper. MJ with it.
But hey, look to see who was open. Finally, Michael. So 145.
90-87. Marbury has been doing a lot of shooting lately and doing a good job of it.
Oh, I'll tell you, Gugliotta just crushed Steve Kerr.
Out of bounds. It will be Bulls ball.
Wow. You can't let that ball bounce around. Stanley Roberts, a big man, going after it. 7 foot, 290.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
MJ gets it back. Luke inside with Gugliotta on him. Luke Longley puts it right up. Strong move, and it's a 1-point game, and they want a timeout. The Timberwolves take a timeout with 1:20 remaining, and the Bulls have come right back, John, to make it a 1-point game.
Been a struggle for the Bulls, almost like a back-to-back game. The Bulls have been back-to-back games for the Bulls. A lot of them coming up again. Bulls
I like the little headbutt there.
Yeah. Bulls have not won an awful lot of the first game on the back-to-back, but let's take a look at it here. They've won 3, lost 6, but in the second game they've been 6-2. Pretty good. So they're trying to extend this to a 9 in a row. 5-8 this club is on the road. The Bulls are on the road. 15-1 in the friendly confines of the United Center. 13 rebounds for Dennis Rodman.
He's also got 5 assists. Tony Kukoc leads the way with 8. 4 points for Dennis. Look ahead now tonight at Minnesota, then a back-to-back. And look at the back-to-backs. Milwaukee and Detroit back-to-back. At home against Boston, at Miami. That's really tough. When you got to go to Miami after a home game, you won't get there till 3:30 in the morning.
Even with the day off, they've got to fly to New York then.
And then they'll take on Golden State. So at New York, then Golden State. Seattle at home, then at Philly and at Milwaukee. So another back-to-back. Well, you look ahead at that schedule, that is a tough back-to-back-to-back-to-back kind of schedule for the Bulls.
And their crowd here, this is the 3rd largest crowd they've had this year, 20,097.
So the timeout situation, both teams with a full and a 20.
So they've got about 3,000 more than they generally have. And there's Kevin McHale trying to get his team going. And here they come. 1:20, Tom, on the clock.
90-89. Minnesota with the lead. Marbury goes down to the corner, finds Gugliotta on top Porter. Very dangerous pass to Porter. Hammond started it back in, and an offense or a foul called on Luke Longley. They'll call Luke for the foul, and he is history. Luke Longley is fouled out of this game, and here is the foul. There may have been a little acting on that one.
I think he slipped a little bit with his footing too, but Luke's got some power also to put a forearm on a guy and drop him down. Bill Wennington is going to get the call.
Steve Kerr up off the bench as well. See if Harp comes out. Yep.
Tom Hammonds to shoot two. 65 seconds left in his game. The Bulls are down by 1. Hammonds with a couple. He's got 8 points. Looking for double figures. He split a pair of free throws in his quarter.
Makes it 91-89 now. Minnesota with a lead. 1:05 left. A little over the career and well over the season average.
This is one of the most exciting games that the Bulls have played up here. Close, nip and tuck. He drops them both in. He's got 10 points. Bulls trail by 3.
1 minute to go. Steve Kerr hits it to the wing to MJ. Bill Wennington sets the screen. Michael didn't need it. The jumper is short. Rebound Kevin Garnett. 92-89. Timberwolves with the lead, and now this crowd is starting to believe that they'll win.
Now the Bulls don't want any fouls here. They just like to play some real good defense.
Marbury drives baseline, bounces it to Hammonds, to Kevin Garnett on top from 20. Garnett.
Yes, sir. Beautifully done. Garnett with a 15-footer. That's all you want.
Steve Kerr across the timeline. 25 seconds left. MJ, long deuce hits from the corner. 94-91 now. Minnesota with the lead. The Bulls have to foul now. They have no choice, and they'll foul Stephon Marbury.
Oh, they can smell it here at the Target Center. Garnett leading his team in cheers. 20,000 on their feet. They smell it here against the Bulls. They're 7-7 at home this year. 7-7 on the road. They're trying to go above the 500 mark. They've won 3 in a row. The Bulls' 8-game streak looks like it may be coming to a stop as Marbury misses his 5th free throw in a row.
He's 3 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got 8 assists and 20 points. Takes his time, closes the eyes.
This takes it off the, if he makes this, takes it off the 3-point field goal.
And Phil wants a timeout. .2 seconds left now. The Timberwolves lead the Bulls 95-91. And now, John, as you mentioned, the thing that second free throw did was take it off of a three-pointer.
They went home for that homestand and played pretty good, cleaned up everything they had to.
There's what I was just talking about. The only team they have never beaten. Well, they may well be on their way now. Doug West comes back into the game. Tom Hammonds comes out. 16.2 seconds remaining. Rodman finds Michael, crossover dribble, got him in the air, and he'll get 3 free throws now.
Yes, sir. Dangerous. Michael got him up. They had the mismatch they wanted. Tom Gugliotta had to come out and chase him. They brought Dennis Rodman way out. Here comes Scott Burrell into the game. They brought Dennis way out to get the pass. He gave it back to Michael. Now watch him get to the top of the key. He goes up with the fake. And
95-92.
Jordan with 30 in the game. 9-9 on the clock. So now if Michael makes all 3 of these, it's going to be how quick can you foul him.
Scott Burrell comes in. Tony Kukoc will come out.
Nobody down at this end, so keep an eye on a long pass. 31 for Jordan.
95-93. Missed that one. Rebound tapped, and Gugliotta gets it and is fouled immediately. The rebound was loose for just a second. And Tom Gugliotta now will go to the line. He is 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
These people have been standing on their feet, Tommy, for the last 2 minutes. Back and forth. Marbury split a couple free throws here. Hammonds made a couple. Jordan made 2 out of 3.
Joe Klein gets up off the Bulls bench.
Gugliotta to shoot 2 free throws.
Joe Klein comes in. Scott Burrell comes out.
Gugliotta 82%.
Bulls have done pretty well. Minnesota's missed some. 18-27. That's big, but now this one is bigger.
Gugliotta hasn't hit anything but net. I'll tell you, I just love the way this guy's game is. Good shooter outside, good fakes.
Complete
drop
game.
Step. Yep. There's 2.
Off the floor, they find Michael, and the Bulls want a 20-second timeout. The clock is at 7.3 seconds.
This is one of those 20-second timeouts where you better get back in the huddle, because before you know it, they'll be ringing that bell on you. The Wolves have 1 timeout left. The Bulls don't have any timeouts left. So you've got to get the ball in.
Minnesota Timberwolves could end 1997 on a very happy note.
4-point.
I think they're going to put some more time on the clock. I'm not sure. 8.1, yeah. I was wondering how 2 seconds could go off the clock from the time Michael caught it and called timeout.
There's 8-1 up there now.
8.1 seconds left. Garnett gets right up on Tony and then backs off. They get it in Michael, and a holding foul goes before the... Now this should be even before it goes off. And I think, John, isn't this 1 and then on the side?
It's in
the last 2 minutes on a dead ball foul. It's 1 shot and then on the side. So the other thing they've got to do is put more time on the clock.
Well, it'll go back to 8-1 if that foul occurred before the pass-in.
The whistle sounded before the ball was caught. I know that.
All right, let's see what happened. He grabbed him with the left hand down low, and
oh, now they're saying 2 free throws.
Yeah. Now the Bulls do not have any timeouts, so this is going to be something. They're going to make. You got to try to make both free throws to give yourself a chance. He got him with the. He had him with the left arm.
Makes it 97-94. Both players and coaches were trying to tell the official that it was before the ball came in bounds. Steve Kerr just over to talk. Hold on now. Ronnie Olesiak goes to talk to the official.
They put 8-1 back on the clock.
Are they going to take time off the clock, or is it going to be on the side? No, they're going to leave 8-1 on the clock.
Oh, boy.
It's hard to explain, because if it's still 8-1, then it's a dead ball foul, and it should be 1.
Yeah.
Then the Bulls get the ball on the side. Michael makes that and makes it 97-95. Garnett tries to get it in bounds and calls timeout. He came very close.
Let's see.
To a 5 count there.
Gugliotta looking to get the ball in. Didn't get it in, so you'd think they would bring it up to half court. Comes Michael Williams in the game. Michael Williams, a dead-eye free throw shooter. Well, as my good friend Artie Johnson would say, very interesting. But
Coming up after the game, Eric Collins will be live in the locker room. We'll get the thoughts from the head coaches, from players.
They've got one timeout left, so they cannot move it up to half court because they took a 20 with that. Marbury's going to be the guy going right down to Gugliotta to get that ball. And there's the foul. Now, you got to be thinking about this walking 94 feet down there, I would think. Marbury's missed 5 out of his last 6 free throws. He's had a tremendous game. Bulls do not have a timeout.
So now again, he makes 2. It's a 4-point game. He misses 1, and a 3-pointer can tie it. Joe Klein will check into the Bulls lineup.
Oh, that was beautiful. Right through the net, nothing there. So their young players have done a good job. Gugliotta with 23 points, 20 for Garnett, 22 now for Marbury. But a big 10 points off the bench. 5 of them in this quarter by Tom Hammonds. Oh, he's saying a little prayer there.
98-95 Timberwolves.
Here it is.
That makes it pretty tough. Down the floor. MJ tapped it. Marbury got it. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to end the 0-4 against the Chicago Bulls.
And it's New Year's Day early in the Target Center.
These fans react as the streamers come down. They are going absolutely berserk. The NBA Finals, well, no, not quite. But the fact that they've never beaten the Bulls makes this like they've just won the NBA Finals or a trip to the playoffs. You got to congratulate them, John. I think one of the big things was their defense down the stretch as Kevin McHale comes down to the floor. Their defense down the stretch was a big difference in this game. They stopped the Bulls. They made the Bulls take shots that they didn't want to take. They forced them out of their offense, again, to do things